Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but this sells for over $70 on Etsy. Welcome to the channel. Today I'll show you how you can make that, but before we do that, I'll give you a quick tutorial on how you can create your own SVG file and save it on your computer, or export it and give it for free, or sell it if you want to. So if you've worked with the XTool XCS software for even a short amount of time, you would notice that they're constantly improving the software, and it has come a long way. It is more user-friendly than it was a couple years ago, or even beyond that. I started using XTool, I think, about 2 to 3 years ago. I can't pinpoint when I started using it, but they have evolved the software to where it's so easy to use now. And so I'm going to show you how you can easily create the wall art. However, the design that I'm doing will have a bit of a variation so that you don't end up with any issues. I'm creating it from scratch, and my dimensions will definitely be different from what is out there. So as you would have noticed, I started off with two random circles of two different sizes, one larger one and a smaller one. Then I'm using lines to connect those two. Later on, I'll get rid of the arc at the bottom of the circles to get the shape that we're looking for. I believe you will be able to just follow the steps as I'm showing it on the screen there. If you would like, I will put a link in the description to a free SVG file that you can just download and cut the file. I would say that the settings are for 1/8 inch basswood or plywood. So the settings that you will see me using for this project are with regards to the current state of my XTool D1 Pro 10-watt laser engraver and cutter, which I believe is in need of some deep cleaning. So I have it set at 100% power at 4 millimeters per second, and I'm doing 2 passes to get a clean cut. So you can use whatever setting you have typically been using for 1/8 inch plywood or basswood. If you're interested in the SVG file, I'll put a link to it for you to download it for free. If the video is going too fast, you can always adjust the speed in YouTube, but the SVG file will be available to download for free from our website. So in case you're wondering, this pattern that we're designing is related to ancient Greek, and it symbolizes a flower that represents prosperity and wealth for the Greeks. This step in the process is quite similar to woodworking projects, where you have all your pieces cut and then it's time to put everything together. Sometimes you might need a jig to help you arrange everything in the order in which they are supposed to be in. So I'm using a circle here to make sure that all the spokes that should go around to form the wall art are all aligned properly. And so I'm making sure the ends of each one, the bottom ends of each one, are resting on the circle there, as you can see. So now that the anthemion pattern is completed, I'll just show you various shapes that can be created, that you can design and be used to form what will be the mounting section of the wall art that will be attached to the back of it. So I'm showing you 3 different variations that you can use. I'll also show you how you can create the keyhole that you can attach to either one of them. So whatever shape you end up going with, you can just attach the keyhole to that to cut it on your laser cutter. For this video, I'll be going with the rectangular design of the back piece that would serve as the mounting for the wall vase. And so I'm just designing the keyhole, and that will be attached to the top section of one of the back pieces that will be nested together to form the hanging mechanism. The dimensions that I went with for this one is 11 3/4 by 6 7/8 inches. So 11 3/4 tall by 6 7/8 inches wide. And yes, remember to subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. Thank you, appreciate you. So these are all the pieces that you will need to make the wall art, the completed wall art. Now all that is left is to arrange them on just one workspace so that it's easy to use. So you'll need two pieces of two of the main pieces, and then the strips that will be used to attach it to the wall at the back. So with that one done, I'm going to show you how you can do another one using a free image. This one will be based off a dog's paw. I don't know how you say that. The paw of a dog. And we're going to use it to create something similar. So we replace the Anthemion pattern with a dog paw and an image of a dog. So I have an image that I had downloaded of Creative Fabrica, and I'm going to use that as the guide or inspiration for the one that I'm going to create. It's just to give you an idea that this is something that you can do, and you can do it within XTool using what is available. You don't have to pay for designs like this. You can use the free resource that is available and then just make the adjustments necessary to the image, and then add any additional design elements to meet your needs. For the silhouette of the dog, you can just use one that they have in XTool. or if you have another one, you can find a free one of websites like Pixabay, and you can use that. I have one that of a Portuguese water dog. I have a file that I bought of silhouettes of dogs, so I will be using that one. Now you can just use the menu in the XTool XCS software to export your SG file. You can save it on your desktop or wherever you normally save your files. And now I'm just going to arrange the elements that should be cut. I'm just adjusting the placement to make sure that they can print, or sorry, that they can cut on the piece of plywood or basswood that I'll be using for this project. From this point, the rest of the process is very easy to follow through. If you have any questions, as always, please leave them in the comments, and I'll do my best to respond to them as quickly as possible. If you're still watching the video up to this point, I hope you found some value in the video. If you have, please do me a favor and click on the like button, and feel free to share it with somebody else who might be interested in making one of these. Thank you, I appreciate that. Remember, All you need is just a little bit of faith and some DIY action to tackle any DIY project. Thank you. So I would estimate approximately $5 to $7 for materials for this. You can see on Etsy someone's asking for $82, and they have a slightly different variation that's just a slightly smaller size that they're asking for $72 for this. So that I could see where with good marketing and promotion you'll be able to ask for at least $50 for it. So good luck with your build and let us know how that goes for you. I hope you'll have fun with this one, and until the next video, I hope you have a tangible experience of God's love today. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and God bless. And before you leave, be sure to check out one of these other videos that you might be interested in.